welcome to another edition of the Sports Block, where tonight's matchup is between the Mustangs of Middle Creek and the Catamounts of Panther Creek. So it's a little battle of the creeks tonight. Both teams are actually competing for first place in the conference, both undefeated as of right now. One team will walk away with a loss in the record column. So, it's a big game for both teams. Panther Creek's coming into the game 4-3 with a 4-0 conference standing, and Middle Creek is coming in at 5-3 with a 2-0 conference standing. So real quick, I'm Kevin Brunson. I will be running play-by-play for y'all tonight. Joined here with Matt Verderosa. His first time on the mic tonight, so we'll see how he does.
It's good to be here.
And Mustangs are going to control the ball early, getting it down low to Kamari Bobbitt. Some key players to watch tonight for Middle Creek. We've got Quentin Ray, who's always our star player. He's got great speed up and down the court. He gets in the face of the offense a lot, comes up with a lot of turnovers. Also, Fred Irathimi is a big body down low. What's he, about 6'5"?
About 6'6". He blocks a lot of shots.
Yeah, he's definitely a big body down low. And then our young gun, we've got Quentin Jackson, who's actually starting this year as a sophomore. It's good to get him in the starting rotation. He puts up a lot of good numbers for the Mustangs. And once again, there's Kamari Bobbitt, number 33, getting the first two baskets of the game for the Mustangs. And there's a defense by Quentin Ray, as I was just talking about, and he's always in somebody's face. He's going to come up with a turnover. I think, in the first couple of games, he came up with, first game he came up with about 16 different turnovers. He's definitely going to be all over the place.
Jumper by Panther Creek is no good.
Kind of seeing a different style of offense for the Mustangs here early. They usually, once they get the ball, they're looking to run really fast, get a good fast break score. Here early, they're just kind of working for the quality shot and not working as fast as they usually do.
It's another three for Panther Creek.
Quentin Jackson's three is no good. It's going to be cleaned up by Kamari Bobbitt.
Bobbitt with 6 points, off to a strong start tonight.
Rebound by Span. First attempt's no good. Nate Otto with great anticipation comes up with the turnover.
Heads up play by Otto right there.
Bobbitt missing the layup. The three is good. Number 44. Jaquaz Hudson. And this is really Middle Creek's first tough game in conference. They played Cary last week and came out with a 16-point win. And then another game in conference they played was against Fuquay, and just a blowout there. And Panther Creek also played Fuquay last week and won by 29 points.
Jackson with the three attempt. No good. Number 44, Jaquez Hudson, down on the floor. Seems to have been hit in the eye.
The Mustangs tonight are coached by David Kushner, who he's had very successful seasons with the Mustangs so far. He's definitely not looking for this one to be any different.
Big block by Irafimi.
Ray spots up for three, nothing but net.
Three.
A little fancy pass goes off the foot of Irafimi. The ball's going to stay with the Catamounts. The travel's going to be called on Muniz. And for those of you who are tuning in tonight, we're going to be doing something a little different here on the Sports Block. If you guys tweet to us at Sports Block or hashtag Sports Block Answers, we're going to try to get some answers. If you want to comment about the game or just ask any question, we'll try to get those as soon as we receive them. So, don't be afraid to tweet hashtag Sports Block Answers. Span's going to drive, and Kamari Bobbitt's going to come up with a charge. Looks to be a little shaken up.
Good defensive stand by the Mustangs.
Substitution from Middle Creek, number 3, Keon Smith is going to check in for number 0, Nate Otto. Also, Curtis Bernston, number 11, is going to check in for Irafimi.
Steal by Panther Creek.
Looks like we're going to get a goaltending, but that was below the rim, so.
Looks like Burson just touched the net and not the ball or the rim. Controversial call right there.
I mean, the ball was below the rim anyway. It wasn't going to go in. Bobbitt with the turning jumper's good.
So far, Bobbitt with 8 points to start off the game. Very strong start.
Yeah, he really needs to keep the intensity level up. Pass down low to number 33, Elijah Fairfax.
Another steal by Panther Creek.
Keon Smith's going to be called for the foul. Middle Creek's not really in sync with their offense. They've had a couple costly turnovers. Muniz gets an and one opportunity to go. Old-fashioned three-point play. Foul's going to be on Panther Creek. Bobbitt, that was a good, hard power move down low.
Irafimi checks in for Bobbitt.
Substitutions aren't really a thing that Kushner does often, but I think he knows that Panther Creek's going to be a tough battle tonight, so he's going to get his starters a lot of rest.
Irafimi down low, stripped by the ball. Panther Creek on the run. Floater is good for Panther Creek. 18-11 Panther Creek.
Quentin Ray looks to drive, gets it to Bernston. He's going to be fouled on the play. Fouls on number 24 for the Catamounts, Akeem Tate.
First shot is no good for the Mustangs. See if Burson can pick up the next one.
Pull-up jumper by number 11. Jalen Adams is good. Keon Smith spots up for 3. It's good. And I was watching him in the warm-ups. He was knocking down some good three-pointers. Irafimi getting in the way of that shot. It's going to be rebounded by the Catamounts as they try to look to score in the final seconds. Muniz is going to be called for the travel.
Middle Creek seemed to gain some momentum after that big 3 by Keon.
Yeah, you know, any big shot, but any big three-pointer or dunk is really a momentum booster. Kushner telling offense not to force anything. They don't want to come up with a bad pass causing a steal or anything. Just need to work for a good shot. Just about 30 seconds left. Number 10 for Panther Creek. We called for the foul. And like you were just saying, momentum is big for the Mustangs. A good score right here in the last seconds would just be what they need to go into the second quarter. And they're going to work for the last shot to get the ball to Quentin Ray. That's the first person that you want to have the ball when you're trying to get a score. He's going to drive baseline and get fouled. Mustangs have 4 seconds to work with.
Looks like the Mustangs need to inbound, get a quick shot off. Hopefully going into the second quarter, maybe down by 2 or 3.
Quentin Ray puts up a 3. It's no good. So at the end of the first quarter of play, Panther Creek leads Middle Creek 20-15, and we're going to take a quick break. You're watching the Sports Block. Stay tuned. And we're back, just about to start the second quarter. And, you know, so far the standout players for Middle Creek is definitely number 33, Kamari Bobbitt, having 8 of the 15 points of the Mustangs, and also, you know, Quentin Ray, of course. He's hit a couple threes, and then Keon Smith actually came out with a big 3 to boost the morale of the Mustang offense and defense, at that matter. Span's going to go up. Get a tough post move to go. Boosting the Catamount lead to 7 now. You know, one player from Middle Creek that I really think needs to get going is Nate Otto. He's known to be one of our better shooters on the team, so he just needs to really get heated up for shooting. We definitely need his shot tonight.
Quentin playing tough defense on number 40, Juan Munoz.
Yeah, that's something that Quentin does every game. He's always very good defensively.
Jumper's no good for Panther Creek. Bobbitt bringing it up the floor.
Ray's going to kick it to Otto. Looks to drive. Goes up. No good.
Mustangs ball.
And Nate Otto really needs to, be strong right there. He kind of shied away from the shot, trying to draw the foul.
Big basket by Bobbitt right there with the N1 attempt coming up. Aggressive rebound by Otto pays off with another basket. Good heads-up play by Otto. The three is in and out for Panther Creek, and Ray brings up the four.
Dub it down low to Kamari Bobbitt. We're calling his number a lot. He's really getting into action. Floater by Munez is good. Bobbitt was trying to get to charge. Jackson spots up for three, and it's good.
The last three possessions, Middle Creek has made the most of the opportunities, scoring baskets on each possession.
Panther Creek answers with the three of their own. These are the kind of basketball games everyone likes to see, where it's not a blowout either side. It's a very even matchup throughout the game. Jackson for another three. It's going to go out of bounds. Something else about the Middle Creek defense, they usually run a full court press, which works very well when they run it. We haven't seen it yet, but definitely don't take that out of the playbook for the Mustangs.
Tough three right there by Panther Creek, and they sink it. 24, Akeem Tate on the basket.
Right now, Mustangs had a good run, but right now they're just kind of forcing everything down low. They know that that's where their points are going to generate from. They just need to keep everything smooth and not force.
Three attempt from Otto, and it is good. Timeout with 4:12 left in the second.
We're going to take a quick break. You're watching the Sports Block. We'll be right back. here with about 4 minutes left to go in the first half. Middle Creek trails by 3.
Looks like Coach Kushner has jumped to play for the Mustangs right here on this possession.
Freddie Rafimi from the elbow, no good. Comes up with the rebound. Looking for Otto down low. Kicks it back out to Jackson. The Mustangs are going to start up the offense. Otto gets called for the travel. Kushner's very pleased how they ran that. You know, had he not traveled, he would have had an easy lane for a layup. Kamari Baba almost tipping it back in for Panther Creek. Sidesteps
Hard
the defender.
drive by Kamari. Hard drive.
That was a good move, avoiding the charge.
Number 24, Akeem Tate, is on point from behind the arc tonight. His last 3 shots, he's hit 3 tough three-pointers.
Freddie Rafimi gets it back out to Otto. And we would have liked to see Nate shoot that. He had a wide open 3, just elected not to take the shot. Quinn Ray's gonna get it down low.
At the end of the first quarter, Green Hope up 20-2 over Fuquay Varina. Green Hope is one of the stronger teams in the Tri-9 this year.
And they always have been, really. Green Hope's, they're a really good team, good coach team. We've got them here in a couple weeks, I think. It's gonna be a great game. Middle Creek needs a big stop here. Floater by Adams is good. Mustangs is working around the 3-point line. Fisher calling out his play. Ray pulls up for 3, no good. He follows his shot, and he's going to get called for a foul.
Looks like Ray might have come in cleanly and got that ball, but call stands.
Now Meadow Creek's moved to the full court press.
Very nice drive from number 3, Trey David. The N1 attempt coming up.
He does complete the old-fashioned 3-point play. Panther Creek now up 8 over the Mustangs. Jackson looks to drive. Foul's going to be on the floor. The basket doesn't count. Middle Creek's in a 1-on-1 opportunity here. First shot is off. Panther Creek coming up with the rebound. They're going to look to run. Burnson with an aggressive rebound. In the final minute, Middle Creek really needs to get a score going into halftime. Foul on number 11, Adams, for the Catamounts. Quentin Ray will go to the line for 1 and 1.
Big bounce for Quentin. Drops in. 38-31 with 52 seconds left in the second quarter.
Or cherry picking by number 3. Bobbitt had it swatted away. And wanted a foul on that, but no whistle. Panther Creek's going to look for the last shot of the half.
Foul called on Curtis Burson. Looks like he got an arm stuck in there.
Substitution for the Catamounts, number 22, Josh Mickey Jewitz.
Foul called on Curtis Burson. Seems this half that Panther Creek has started to get more aggressive in their drives. Seeing the first quarter they started taking a lot of outside shots. This quarter they've been drawing more fouls.
Confusion between Middle Creek bench and the referees. At the end of the first half, Middle Creek goes into the locker room down 9, Panther Creek 40 and Middle Creek 31. So we're going to take a break for halftime. We'll be right back. And we're back after halftime. Middle Creek comes into the second half down 9. Some brief first half highlights. We've got Kamari Bobbitt with 14 points. He's definitely not looking to take his foot off the gas at all. He's going to keep scoring. They're working down low a lot with him. He's had a few good jumpers, but mainly his points are coming down low. Also for Panther Creek, we've got Akeem Tate, who's been on fire from the three-point line.
That is Kamari Bobbitt down on the floor.
Looks like he might have banged knees, but he's gonna walk off. He looks to be all right.
Hopefully he can return to the game. Mustangs' leading scorer today.
Number 11, Curtis Bernson's gonna check in for Bobbitt.
Steal by Otto.
He's going to get fouled by number 42, Nubian Span. Otto spots up for 3.
And it is good.
Foul on Bernston. Basket's going to be good. Hudson will go to the line for an and one opportunity. Substitution from Middle Creek. We've got number 32, Tremaine, in for number 11, Curtis Bernston.
Tremaine the Train. He is a freshman that just got called up from JV for the varsity team.
Quinn Ray's going to look to drive. Nothing going. Good defense for the Catamounts. Jackson pulls up. Nothing but net. It's Quentin, the young gun, Jackson.
Good tough defense by Irafemi down low. Pass up to Quentin Ray. The basket is good.
Shot's good for Panther Creek. Just a reminder, if you have any questions or comments about the game, just tweet #SportsBlockAnswers and we'll try to answer those, or make a comment about anything. #SportsBlockAnswers. Middle Creek's going to take a timeout just to kind of discuss things, and hopefully Kamari Bobbitt was okay down at the end of the bench, get him back into the game. Panther Creek's been playing some good defense so far. Just as Middle Creek gets a good score, they'll come back with a good two of their own. So Middle Creek and Panther Creek are pretty evenly matched tonight.
At halftime, Green Hope maintains their lead 31-15 over Fuquay Varina. Another young player just called up from JV, Bryson Harris, number 15, has checked in for the Mustangs.
Middle Creek really just can't get anything down low right now. Freddie Rafimi with a good spin move. Three-pointer's good. Number 22, Josh Mitsujuski.
Seems that every time Middle Creek starts to make a run, Panther Creek just answers back with another three. Strong shooting from Panther Creek tonight.
Otto for three, no good. Rebounded by Panther Creek. Hudson spots up for an elbow jump shot. Quinn Ray is going to be fouled.
Substitutions in for the Mustangs and Panther Creek.
Ray's first shot is good.
Second shot for Ray is no good.
Panther Creek pushing their lead to 10 points. Bryson Harris, excuse me. Ball's gonna go out of bounds. Substitution, number 33, Kamari Bobbitt. Seems to be okay. He's gonna check back into the game from Bryson.
Good drive by Irafumi down low.
Irafumi's going to be called for the foul.
Middle Creek just substituted Bryson Harris in for Fred Irafumi, which is kind of an odd substitution because Bryson is much shorter than Fred. Fred at about 6'6", Bryson at about 5'9", 5'10".
Keon Smith with a great move, opening up a lane. Panther Creek's going to take a timeout.
Smith has got the crowd and the Creek Crazies into it with that nice drive to the basket.
That's a good fake. He faked the pass. Just opened up a big lane for him to get an easy layup. During that timeout, what do you think Kushner was telling his team?
I think he's saying he needs to keep more tight defense, take better shots, maybe go in low, and not shoot as many outside shots. Good defense. Good defense right there by Keon Smith, who has had good runs while he's been in the game so far. And the dunk by Quentin Ray. Big pass and play.
Panther Creek is coming back with another answer. Smith drives again. Gonna pick up a foul, a blocking foul from Panther Creek.
Smith has contributed very strongly in this third quarter so far for the Mustangs.
First free throw is good. Layup no good. Middle Creek's gonna look to run. Quentin Ray kicks it back out to Smith. Three no good. Both teams running a lot. Fast break always generates big points. Good give and go. Bryson Harris down low on the pass from Kamari Bobbitt.
The turnover, Quentin Ray.
Steal.
The dunk is missed by the cleanup by Quentin Jackson before the buzzer. Great play by the Mustangs.
So we're going to take a quick break. Stay tuned for the end of the game. We'll be right back. we're back. Middle Creek trails 3. Panther Creek's going to inbound the ball to start the fourth quarter. A very high intensity game right now. Both teams trading blows. Ball out of bounds. Kamari Bobbitt, the last touch. Span goes up, use the backboard, no good. Rebounded by the Mustangs. Quentin Ray's gonna slow things down. Gets it down low to Jackson. Looks for Otto, gives it to Harris from the top of the key. 3 is good.
Great shot by Harris right there. Great shot.
Good defensive stand by the Mustangs. Bryson Harris breaking up the pass. Panther Creek looking to get the ball in. Once again, Quentin Ray playing great defense, can break up the pass. Unfortunately, there's no shot clock in high school, so they're going to get another crack at it.
The travel by Panther Creek gives the Mustangs the ball with 6:32 left. See if they can take the lead for the first time since the first quarter.
Most times when you say that, it sounds like they've been kind of out of the game, but it's really been very close throughout the whole game. Just Middle Creek unfortunately couldn't take the lead, but here's their best opportunity right now.
It's been a very competitive game so far.
Jackson for 3, no good. It wasn't a bad shot, just he had a good defender in his face, but I think it's looks like foul's going to be called on the floor. Quentin Jackson's going to be called for the foul. It's his first tonight. Middle Creek's not really been in much foul trouble.
Some confusion with the ball right now.
He might have got some sweat on it or something, or looking for a towel. Looks like they got the sweat off the ball, and Panther Creek will inbound the ball. Still tied at 55. Floater's no good. Rebounded by Jackson. Middle Creek's going to look to slow up, get something going with their offense. And Middle Creek is going to take a timeout, as are we on the Sports Block. We'll be right back. 2:55 here. It's Middle Creek's ball, so they're going to get it into Quentin Jackson. Middle Creek needs to come up with a big scoring play right here. You know, they don't need a three. They've been taking a lot of threes tonight. Some of them have fallen, but some of them not. And this is the time you just need to work down low, work for the best shot.
Look for Fred Irafimi to get the ball or Kamari Bobbitt down low.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking for the ball to be in Kamari's hands right now. They get it to Irafimi. He's going to use his size to his advantage and get up to the rim. Mustangs have their first lead since the first half.
Mustangs almost stole the ball there. Number 40, Juan Munez, contains control of it. Oh, the big swat by Fred Irafimi. Big swat. He skied for that ball on that floater. Swat that ball right into the stands.
You know, we've been adding some nicknames tonight. It's something new, but you know, what was Fred's nickname we came up with?
You know, I do not remember. I was focused more on the game.
Yeah, I think we came up with Blockaholic, which really fits him perfectly. You know, those are always the things that boost the team. You know, blocks, dunks, big three-pointers.
Quentin slowing it down. See what play the Mustangs draw up with 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. The jumper by Bobbitt. And the foul is called on Bobbitt.
I don't know if you guys remember, but last year's game versus Panther Creek went into overtime, so you know it's kind of shaping out to be that way again. Panther Creek's going to take a timeout. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching the Sports Block. We'll be right back. Creek inbounding the ball. Middle Creek looks like they're just going to play some half-court defense. Sending one man, Quentin Ray, up to pressure the ball. Shot is waved off. Travel by number 44, Hudson.
Bobbitt to inbound to Quentin Ray.
And right here, I think Middle Creek just needs to take it as slow as possible. You know, they've got everything working right now for them.
Just work for the best shot right here.
Work the clock and work for the best shot. That's really the best thing that could happen. Bobbitt goes up, shot no good. He's going to come down with the offensive rebound. Ball's going to go out of bounds on Span. Ball stays with the Mustangs.
This has turned into a more physical game as it has gone on tonight. A lot of down-low play.
Ray gets it to Bobbitt. He's going to look down low to Irafimi. Goes up. Shot no good. Rebounded by Bernston. Goes up again. No good. And Panther Creek's going to get the ball. Good battle down low. You know, that call could have gone either way. It looked to be out on Panther Creek last touch, but they're going to get the ball anyway.
Looked like a travel there by Panther Creek, but no call. And Akeem Tate with another big three. He's been hitting those all night over defenders. 60-57, Panther Creek with 2:08 left in the fourth.
Yeah, Akeem Tate's definitely their best shooter for Panther Creek. You know, he's hit a lot of motion shots so far, you know, getting in the face of defenders. So we're going to take another break. We'll be right back. You're watching the Sports Block. Back here, Middle Creek trails 3. They do have the ball. This is they really just need to keep their composure. They've done very well throughout the game. You know, not panic in this time. Irafimi finds Jackson down low. Great pass. Good court vision by Irafimi.
Look for the Mustangs to play some press D with 1:45 left to go in the game. Irafimi out to the top of the key to guard.
Span's going to throw the ball out of bounds. Yeah, he had Irafimi right where he wanted him. Irafimi, you know, being so tall, he's not too quick on his feet. You know, he's very athletic, but you know, Span had him right where he wanted him. All he had to do was drive to the basket, and he would have had the score there.
This is a big possession for the Mustangs. With that two-pointer here, we'll be able to take the lead with 1 minute left in the game. Right now, the Mustangs working to get the best shot possible. Slowing it down.
You know, like I said, there's no shot clock, so they can just hold the ball, you know, until they find the best, you know, ultimate best shot opportunity.
Timeout called by the Mustangs.
We're going to take another break. We'll be right back for the conclusion of the game. Mustangs trail 1. They have possession, like we were just talking about. We feel like they made a mistake in not taking an earlier shot. But they definitely have the best chance to win right now. Quentin Ray gets it to Bryson, puts up a 3.
And it's good! It is good!
Bryson with a key clutch 3-pointer.
The Mustangs are up 62-60 with 13.5 seconds left on the clock. Big shot by the sophomore Bryson Harris.
Bryson really filling some shoes right there. He's really filling a key role as a sophomore being called up from JV. That's why Kushner called him up right there.
That was a great shot there by the young sophomore. Buzzins Harris has the crowd buzzing right now.
There are 13 seconds left, up by 2. My guess is Panther Creek's going to try to get it in Akeem Tate's hands. He's been on fire from beyond the arc.
Look for him to take a big 3 right here.
Big 3-pointer. No fouls though. Middle Creek needs to stay off the fouls.
And the Mustangs have Quentin Ray guarding Akeem Tate, the Mustangs' best defender, on Panther Creek's best shooter.
And a turnover. 5 seconds called on Panther Creek.
5-second violation. That could be the game and the win for the Mustangs.
And Panther Creek's definitely going to foul here. Substitution for Middle Creek. Yeah, Panther Creek's definitely going to foul. So we want to get the ball in the best free throw shooter's hands. And a turnover. 3-pointer, no good. And a foul. Number 42, Span.
That was a bad shot attempt by the Panther Creek Catamounts right there. Not the shot they were looking for.
They definitely had enough time to set up a better shot.
Number 44, Jaquez Hudson, definitely felt rushed on that shot. Not sure if he knew the time on the clock. The inbound by the Mustangs and the foul.
Panther Creek, still has a lot of fouls to spare. They have 2 more.
Another foul by the Catamounts.
Even though they're fouling, time is still ticking off the clock. Got 3 seconds left. Middle Creek leads by 2. Big pass to Quentin Ray.
Oh,
he misses the dunk again.
That is the game, though.
That's 2 dunks in a row that Quentin Ray missed. But that's good that he's just laughing it off in a good attitude.
The Mustangs with a huge conference win tonight, 62-60 over the Panther Creek Catamounts.
So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back for some post-game wrap-ups. Back as Middle Creek caps off a great win tonight. Couple of things didn't go their way. as of early, but they really came out in the second half, good intensity, good momentum, and really took it to the Catamounts.
Yeah, this showed a lot about the Mustangs. They were down for most of the game. They didn't have a lead until the fourth quarter. They trailed from the first to the fourth quarter. This was a big win for the Mustangs tonight.
Yeah, they really showed good composure, not to get down on themselves that we've seen in the past a couple of times. Things not go their way, they get down. But tonight they really kept their composure, stayed disciplined, and came out with the victory. It's been a really good game. So for Kevin and Matt, we thank you for tuning in. Thanks for watching the Sports Block, and we're out.